Everybody, how y'all doing this wonderful hump day Wednesday? I hope you're doing very well, swell. I am doing well, and I'm excited to be here today to give you what I have. Life under Trump, part 63. Yes, part 63. It's so much going on with Donald Trump and Elon, their bromance. I just don't know what to say. What are we going to do with those two? What will America do with Donald Trump and Elon Musk? They're bringing so much drama to these American people predict what's going to happen. We knew Donald Trump was a bad choice, but going on. Hello, everyone. Again, I am Queen Lillie. Hit that like button. Life under Trump, part 63. Donald Trump and his millions mega and Elon Musk. Right now, they are starting the process of trying to impeach who? Donald J. Trump. And I'm excited about them going impeach. Yes. Hey, Queen Bianca, how are you doing, beautiful? Queen Bianca says, Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you for coming to this place with Queen Lillie. Please remember to like the video and to subscribe to this channel as you enter the room. Yes, thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, everybody. And if you like to donate to my channel, send me a super chat, super sticker, or in my description, I have my Venmo. You can send me a nice tip through Venmo, or you can send it through my PayPal link, which is in the description as well. This is Life Under Trump, part 63. Yes, they have begun to start the process to what? Impeach Donald Trump. And they need to deport who? Elon Musk, because he is trying to take over our treasury. He has like 5 young men with him. They don't try to take over, and the Democrats are fired up. They're very upset. They right now in Washington fighting for our rights because Elon Musk and those guys have no right to be taking over the treasury at all. Right now, if you go to the treasury website, you cannot see what your social security benefits are, nor can you see what you have paid into it, because they have removed that info. They could easily take your money and do as they may. Under the orders of who? Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Sagar says, hi, hey, how you doing, sugar? How you doing? How you doing? Where's your crown? Wear it proud. Yes, it's a lot going on. This country is in trouble. And I for sure feel those of you that voted for Donald Trump, you're going to regret it more than ever, because your benefits are going to be gone. Thank you, Queen Bianca. I love you, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Queen Bianca says, we love you, Queen. I love you as well. We're in a fight for our lives. And right now, the Democrats are fighting for the Democrats and the Republicans. Right now, some Republicans have joined them on this journey of trying to impeach Donald Trump again. Y'all, we're in trouble. Y'all fought to vote for Donald Trump because he told you that he was going to lower the price of eggs and gas. Well, it's much higher than what it was when Biden was in office. Gas is even higher. Yes, it is. The eggs now, some of them are $18.99. Yes. Thank God I don't eat eggs, and I pray for you that do, because you're going to be paying out of your pocket a lot of money. And the price of gas going to make us be sitting on our lot more often at our homes and getting out in those Atlanta streets, driving up Peachtree Road. It ain't going to be happening as much as more, as we would normally do it, because I am not going to be wasting that premium gas, because that gas costs me too much. I'm not rich. God is good to me, but I am not rich, and I'm not going to even sit on here and pretend to you all that I am rich. So let's go over some rules right quick. Everybody in my chat, let's be respectful towards each other. You can state how you feel, but do not disrespect me. And I will not disrespect you, because I want to spread love as God will have us to do so. Also, my moderators, they can say what they want to say, but if they put any profanity or actual stuff in there, then remove it. And if they send me, Tia already know, because she's been here a lot lately. If they send me a super chat, let them send whatever. They paying to hear me read it, so that is fine. As long as they don't put cuss words, okay, chat, no curse words and no actual stuff. Say what you want to say, get your point across. You don't have to be abusive, okay? Because I don't mind wearing you out if you try me. But we're gonna be good and kind because that's what God will have us to do. Again, right now we're discussing Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Donald Trump's presidency, because right now he may just get impeached. Yes, they have already started the process of filing for Donald Trump to be impeached. Yes, they have. That's right, Queen Teal. No insulting. So we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Then I got some videos for y'all, and we're gonna be discussing videos. Also, happy Black History Month. I try to every day say happy Black History Month. And in my video, I try to show y'all something that has to do with Black history and celebration, if it's current or in the past. We're going to be celebrating Black history on my channel because y'all already know I've been doing it since February started. We ain't going to let Donald Trump tell us what to do. And he does not give us permission to celebrate my people. No, he do not. One moment, beautiful people. Just a moment. It's a little, well, it is hot here today in Atlanta. All this week, it has been hot. So y'all see me moving around a lot. I'm hot.
Undocumented migrants.
Hold on. No. It's showing me something I didn't ask for. Hold on, yeah. Just a moment. We stop playing in my face. Okay, there we go. Okay. Donald Trump is on missions to send a lot of the migrants, the immigrants to Guantanamo Bay. They're not from there. Why won't you, if you're gonna remove them, send them back to their homes? Do the right thing, which is wrong anyway. I don't agree with deporting anybody right now because this is stolen land. We are on stolen land. So how you gonna tell somebody they need to leave? That's my opinion. Yes.
Has confirmed that it has begun flying undocumented migrants to Guantanamo Bay. The facility at Guantanamo Bay is going to be used, according to the Trump administration, to house up to 30,000 undocumented migrants. Remember, Guantanamo Bay is also currently the facility that houses the 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, along with other terrorists, and has been notorious for torture and other punitive measures. Last week, Donald Trump signed a memo for the Department of Defense to prepare a 30,000 bed migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay, and it looks like the first flights have begun. Now, Homeland Security Kristi Noem has said that the intention is not to have migrants at Gitmo for an indefinite period of time and for due process to be followed. But right now, there are a lot of questions and not a lot of answers as to what the future of this program is. I will do a full breakdown on what this all means on my daily newsletter, my Substack, which is linked in my bio. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay updated on all the news you need to know about.
Subscribe to Midas Touch Network on YouTube. They're also Midas Touch Network on Instagram. I love that channel. So get them subscribe. Go ahead. Subscribe to my channel as well.
When are y'all going to understand? Elon Musk being in Washington, D.C. is going to be the ruination of this country. This man does not need to be anywhere near Washington, D.C. Full stop. Full stop. Please take a moment. Find this article and read it. If it interests you. If you're on Social Security right now, he wants to gain access to the payment system for Social Security. I don't know why don't he have companies to run? Why is this man in Washington? I'm confused. I'm straight up just confused. This man is going to be the ruination of this country and the world because he's got his hands in governments all over the world. Are we waiting for him to blow up our government just like one of his shitty rockets that keeps blowing up? Because SpaceX is just a hobby for him. Let's just be real. There's no real benefit for SpaceX just to be playing with rockets, going up in the air. I mean, if you want to do something with SpaceX, bring those 2 astronauts home safely. I mean, we're never going to get to Mars, y'all. It's years away, 20 years away. We're never going to get to Mars. It's just, I just don't see that happening in any of our lifetimes. The planet is not even livable. SpaceX is a hobby. And you can fight me on this if you want, whatever. Y'all can fuck around and find something out there in the cosmos that you don't want to find out. Bring it back here. And
I agree with him about the Elon Musk mess. He should not have his hands on your Social Security or mine. Again, as I stated at the beginning of this video, Elon Musk has went in and changed things where you can't even go see what you have paid into Social Security. Why does he have his hands on our Social Security? I'm going to give you my opinion, and you don't have to agree. They're going to take your money and do whatever the heck they want to do with it. And I do not believe y'all going to get your income tax money, because I won't be getting no money back. I ain't got money back in years. They're going to take your income tax money, and I don't think y'all going to get your income tax money. I just don't. That's just my opinion. They have plans for your money.
The reason Trump's little billionaire is inside the OPM ransacking the systems is because he wants access to our Social Security money so he can gamble with it. Currently, you're only allowed to invest Social Security money into special issue Treasury securities. You're not allowed to just put it into private investments in the stock market because it's risky. Trump and his crazy billionaire want to use it as their private wealth fund. They want to use it and invest it into stocks and companies and programs that they think will make them money. So when they make a return on Social Security, they're not going to pass that on to the people who collect Social Security. But when they lose it, well, then they will pass on the loss to the people who collect Social Security. They want to play with our money. They want to play with the government money because they think they have the right to, and they're in there doing it. So there are lawsuits that are being filed today, and we will see what happens. But stay informed and don't be fooled. They don't want to make this system work better. They want to make it work better for them. The reason
I agree with Pull Up Pasta Politics. Please subscribe to her, Pull Up Pasta Politics. She's on Instagram, so give her a follow as well. None of this is to benefit the American people. And I will be so glad when you all will see it. Please take off the bronze lens and see what's going on. Please. The rose gold lens got you hypnotized, and Trump's pissy the pen smell got you hypnotized as well. It ain't the green stuff, y'all. It ain't the good stuff that you smelling. No. And I don't even smoke that either. But I know darn well y'all need to take off those bronze, rose gold lens and wake up before it's too late. Because Elon was not voted in. That was y'all doing the voting in Donny Boy, but Elon was not voted in. And he's running this country.
Wondered who the biggest exporters to the United States are? Here are the top 5 countries and how much they contribute to America's economy. At number 5, Germany, with $160 billion in goods exported every year. From sleek BMWs and Mercedes to precision-engineered machinery and top-notch pharmaceuticals, Germany's engineering excellence truly drives its trade power. Number 4, Japan, delivering a solid $172 billion worth of exports to the U.S. annually. From reliable cars like Toyota and Honda to state-of-the-art electronics, Japan is the go-to partner for technology and innovation. Sliding into 3rd is Mexico, with a jaw-dropping $455 billion in exports. Thanks to its close proximity, Mexico is the ultimate trade buddy, sending cars, electronics, and even fresh avocados to stock U.S. shell. Number 2, China, with a staggering $550 billion in export. From the smartphones in your pocket to the laptops on your desk, China is the backbone of everyday consumer goods in the U.S. And finally, taking the crown at number 1, Canada, with a mind-blowing $665 billion in exports every year. Canada isn't just your friendly neighbor, it's the backbone of America's economy. From energy that powers cities to vehicles cruising down every highway and timber that builds everything from homes to skyscrapers, Canada's goods are literally shaping the American dream. Ever wondered who the biggest exporters to the
Out of 5 of those, the top 3 is Mexico, China, and Canada. Those are the people he wants to put tariffs on. And then he started this mess today about the imports coming from China, the tariffs he was going to put 10% on. Well, he said we wasn't going to be able to get any more imports coming in from China. Now he don't start this thing on, well, if you want to have stuff mailed in, that you got to go through all this paperwork with the post office. Help him get his brain together, Mecca. What's going on with your boy Donnie? Why would you want to start a trade war with the 3 top people that are benefiting us? Why? Why make it harder for the American people and make us pay more for things that we need in this country? China definitely don't need us. They're well ahead of us. We're almost a third world country right now. China is so advanced. We look like a third world country to China. Mexico is catching up real quick. You need to go there and see for yourself instead of listening to Donny Boy. In Canada, they supply a lot of our power to the northern states. And yes, they do supply a lot of lumber. Yeah, we got trees, but we get most of our lumber from Canada. Canada was number 1 on the imports to this country. We are behind on so much in this country. We shouldn't have to worry about getting stuff from other countries. We shouldn't be afraid we're going to miss out on what we need because of Donald Trump and his trade war nonsense. We should already have those goods in this country without having to depend on another country. But America's behind. And Donny Boy and Elon don't give a you know what about us being behind. They want to keep you suppressed. Years and years and years of it suppressing blacks. Now they suppressing everybody. Catch that, T.
I get it. You don't want criminals in your community. I get that completely. But you voted for one? I get it. You don't want criminals in your community. I get that completely. But you voted for one?
Baby girl, my sentiments as well. Exactly. But you voted for a criminal? America. Supposed to be the wisest country.
The El Salvador president told Trump that he would be willing to take U.S. citizens out of our prison systems and we could deport them to El Salvador. And he would put them in his prison and put them to work for a fee. And Trump thinks that's a good idea and he's going to consider it. Do we know what that's called when we take people and deport them to another country for a fee and put them to work? Do we know what that is? It's called slavery. And Trump is considering it. Do we know where we are now? Do we know that this man is willing to do anything for money? He wants to sell American citizens who are in our prison system to another country so that they can put them to work there. I know that the thing
I have been telling y'all, Donald Trump is reverting back to his ancestors. It's been in his blood because that's who he is. So what do why are we even expecting anything different? He pretty much told us what he was going to do when he get back in office. And he said, what about if we could even bring back slavery? He said it at one of his rallies. But this time he planned on making any and everybody a slave. Even the poor white people. Yeah. It just won't be black and brown. He is suppressing you too. How much is your eggs right now? Those precious eggs? How much is that precious gas that he promised the price would be lower under his presidency? Beg to differ. Hold on.
Trump fear this issue that Donald Trump fears so much. We offer this question of the land.
This is the president of South Africa.
Trump has to do with South African land because he's never been here. And he must keep his America. We will keep our South Africa. That is what he must do. South Africa is our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America. And is even worse. He's even worse. When I meet him, I will tell him. I'll say, you, Donald Trump, you are even worse because your forebears came to America. They found the native, the indigenous American. This issue that Donald Trump.
So on PROSECUTOR, you said that you were going to cut aid from South Africa. Will you plan to cut aid across other African nations? And why South Africa?
It's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination.
I'm going to tell you what that is. That ain't nothing but Elon Musk. You know, because his family, they were a part of the apartheid. Such evil people, you know. They need a son, so they want to be in South Africa, apparently. But they can't take it, you know. That's up the doings of Elon Musk. Donald Trump's supposed to been taking over Mexico, making them what, the 51st state. He said that about Canada, making them the 51st state. Donald Trump ain't gonna do nothing but keep running those suckers. Those Elon lip suckers he has for Elon. That bromance is sickening to me right now. One moment, please. It's a particular, okay, this is what I want to show y'all.
Lovely people, and particularly a quick word to my American friends who might be tempted to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa, my home country, where I happen to be right now. Him and Elon Musk are racist twats who have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Because what they're doing is taking the word of a fringe racist group called AfriForum and other disaffected whites, disgruntled by the end of apartheid, feeling hard done by, and much like the Israelis, victimizing themselves when they are not victims at all, bitching about how, you know, land redistribution is racist against whites. These are such ignorant provocateurs, and it's going to backfire on them. South Africans' majority, the black majority, and it's a multiracial, multi-tribal society now, only own a tiny proportion of the land versus the size of their population. And while white South Africans make up 7% of the population, more or less, they own about 70% of the decent land. And so the redistribution of land is to address past inequities, and the vast majority of South Africans agree and understand why that's happening and that it's a good thing. It's also under a very strict mechanism. Now, not everyone agrees, of course, with the mechanism, but the principle is what racists like Musk and Trump are railing against here on behalf of a bunch of assholes who equate equality with oppression, because for so many years, decades and decades of the apartheid era, they were the oppressor. And as we know, whenever the oppressor looks at something like equality, it suddenly becomes oppression of him. So fuck Elon Musk, fuck these idiots from AfriForum. You probably know nothing about them, but this is a bunch of, the equivalent of your kind of Proud Boys hanging on to some past that never actually existed. And a past in which the vast majority of people in this country were oppressed, suppressed, and treated much like, fortunately not quite as badly as the Israelis treat the Palestinians. So this whole railing against South Africa, I'm going to add one more point. South Africans, on the whole, all of us, white, black, Indian, colored, which is not a term, is a specific term for those of you who might get offended by that, a specific racial group. We are very, very resilient people. As a country, we have gone through a great deal, both in terms of the early part and then the transition from the apartheid era to genuine multicultural democracy. And
as y'all know, MAGA like to flag my channel. So just disregard that. That's MAGA flagging my channel. I'm used to it. They have done so much to try to get me kicked off of YouTube. It has not worked yet. What you mad for? Especially you women, the Caucasian women that come in. What you mad for? Because you don't look this good? Girl, if I stand up and let you see my waistline, you'll cry. My waistline's so small and my booty so fat. That's why your husband on here every day watching me. Stop being mad. One moment, please.
I've got a new update coming in right now, and it is not good news for Elon Musk. A new poll from Quinnipiac was just released, and the numbers are absolutely devastating for Musk. Let me explain. According to the poll, just 39% of registered voters support Elon Musk and what he's doing inside our government. A whopping 53% of registered voters oppose him. And the gap gets even wider when you look at independent voters. Only 36% of independent voters support Musk. Musk's approval rating has also tanked. He used to have a net favorability rating back in 2016 of plus 29. Today, that has now fallen to negative 11. Americans absolutely hate Elon Musk and what he is doing to our country. And this, of course, comes as Elon Musk has become practically the face of the Trump administration, taking charge of key roles and gutting key government agencies. You guys, the more unpopular Musk becomes, the more unpopular Trump becomes, the less likely they are going to be able to do what they want to do. So let's keep fighting. Let's keep pushing. Remember to follow us for all the updates. I've got a new update coming in right now.
Subscribe to Midas Touch Network, everybody. Fair use, educational, and great research. When I'm out doing my research, trying to find things to bring to you all, I really dig deep to find what is going to help grasp your mind and help you think about what is happening in our world today. What is happening to the American people? Because we could lose everything behind Donald Trump and Elon Musk. This country is so vulnerable because Trump would just more than likely easily tell Putin, okay, Papa, here you go, master. While he think he's our master.
So Trump plans to sign an order to abolish the Department of Education, which he can't actually do because Congress has approved that department and it's illegal for him to do that. But he's going to do everything he can to destroy it from within, which is just what he said he would do in Project 2025. So to be clear, the Department of Education does not set the curriculum for your school. That's by your state. Okay. But if your child has a 504 plan or an IEP plan, they don't have to adhere to that, and they may not have the money to do it. And for all the people who wanted to save girls' sports and women's sports, well, it's the Department of Education that requires schools to have sports for girls if they have them for boys. So that will go away. And along with it, the scholarships that girls get when they go away to college. So this is going to have a rippling effect. If your child has any sort of disability, if they're in a wheelchair, if they're on crutches, the school will not be required to provide them with a way to get in and out of their classroom. If your child has dyslexia or any reading problems, anytime you get extra help for those things, well, that will go away too, because your school may not have funding to do it. They will be required to do it. So it may just go away. And if you want to know what to do, you need to get in touch with your school now and ask them what their contingency plans are for your child and for other children in your community. And then you need to get together with parents and decide how you're going to support your children moving forward. Maybe you get together and have study groups and help children any way that you can. But we need to.
I informed you guys a couple months ago about Project 2025. That was in Project 2025 to take down the Department of Education. Yes. And I want to thank my moderator, Tia. She sent me something yesterday. I want to show you all. Let me take a sip of water. My moderator, Tia, she sent me this. I'm going to show you all. Because I had went over and read to you guys about Project 2025. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to read to you what she sent me to refresh your memory about months ago. And I read to you about Project 2025. So my moderator, Till, she sent me this information. It's long. Oh, hold on. So I'm going to read it to you. She said, here's how close Trump actually is to Project 2025. Okay, the number of authors, editors, or contributors of Project 2025 that also previously held position in the Trump administration, and some of them are in there now. They're in his administration right now. So there's 31 of them in his administration. Okay, the number of those who previously held Trump administration positions and currently hold or have held positions at the Heritage Foundation. That is 14. The number of those who specifically held positions in Trump's 2016 campaign or presidential transition team are 6. The total number of the chapters authored by those associated with the Trump administration is 25. The number of times Trump's name appears in Project 2025's 922 page document, the book. His name appears in there 312 times. Yes, 312 times. But he tried to disassociate himself from Project 2025. But we're living it now. He has rolled it out to you with everything that he's doing now, with the help of Elon and the other MAGA people in the Republican Party. There's no longer a Republican Party. It is the MAGA Party, the MAGA cult. One moment, please. I'm about to give y'all some Black history. This is more of a recent Black history because I like to celebrate my people, my heritage, because when I grew up and we were in school, the history that they taught us was not our true history. They spoon-fed us things that was just small portions of what may have been true and just made us think we were slaves all of our ancestors' lives. And that's not true. But I want us to recognize greatness in this moment and in our future as well as part of our history. The great Queen Beyonce, she won Album of the Year. This queen right here won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Yes. And she is now going to go on tour. So look for your cities where she will be going on tour. Yes, Queen Beyonce, she has reclaimed our music, country music, for us Black people, because we created and originated country music. I'm a country girl. I love country music. Tennessee whiskey is one of my favorites. Yes, God. Chris Stapleton, yes. So let's celebrate Queen Beyonce today, y'all, for our Black history. This beautiful Black Queen, Beyonce Knowles Carter. Yes, she actually won 3 awards at the Grammys, y'all. 3. Her and Miley Cyrus for that song. They have, I can't remember the name right off top. And then she won Best Country Album. Then she won Album of the Year because she been supposed to have Album of the Year. But because America's behind in times and want to stay in a racial place, in a racist place. Let me correct that. They didn't want to give this Black queen her flowers. And they finally have given Beyonce her flowers because she deserves it. and she didn't pay for it. She can out-sing any of them that they put up there against her. None of them can compete with her. That's why they stand up and clap for her, whether they had jealousy written all over their face or not. They still got up and clapped for her because they know she been deserved this award. Yes, God, Black history. Some more Black history. Today is Rosa Parks' birthday. Happy birthday to Rosa Parks. Yes, God. Yes, an American activist and civil rights icon. Yes, God. Black history is something beautiful, like I am beautiful from head to toe. Should I get up and show y'all this nice body frame and shame your wives and girlfriends? Because you white men love coming over here and looking at this beautiful woman. Should I show y'all what your wife don't have? A small waist and a nice round back. That's what I am. I am Black beauty. Like Rosa Parks and Beyonce. Yes, Black beauty. Happy birthday, Rosa Parks.
I just want to be clear about this. Sending an invading army into the Holy Land on a path of conquest is literal antichrist shit. Like, this is anti-Christ. Like, this is Book of Revelations. Okay? Battle of Armageddon. Fucking anti-Christ bullshit, dude. This is straight up he checked off every fucking book. And not one of these fucking...
Leave guns alone. Donald Trump. So you just want to, I guess because it's in your blood from your ancestors, you just want to go take something that's not yours, like they did when they came to this beautiful country. Gaza doesn't belong to you. He's talking about moving the people out of their own land and putting them somewhere else. Then he's lying to them and saying they can come back. They plan on building up a Mar-a-Lago and other stuff. That's not average people like us and the people of Gaza. Let my people go. Leave them alone. Those are God's people. Let them be.
I'm not gonna sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, never mind, we'll just ignore that. Instead, we are going to be in your face, we are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure you understand what democracy looks like. Not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate.
Jasmine Crockett is me. I done heard people say she loud. Well, that's me. She making her voice be heard, as she should. She's in Congress and she worked hard. And I don't give a DAM. And y'all may say she a DEI. That lady ain't a DEI. She had degrees and doctors to smack you all across your face and you can't even sit with her. Highly educated. Let her be loud and stand up for us, because she's standing up for Black, white, Latinos, Mexicans, which Mexicans are Latinos as well. Whatever you want to say, Asians, whoever. She's standing up for everybody, because your Social Security is affected by Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You may not even get your income tax money. So let her be and stop calling her loud, as a lot of you have. Even some Black women. Let her be. She's fighting for us. While your mouth running, you ain't doing anything to help this country. I stand with her. And if she was to pick up the phone, call me, ask me, tell me what I need to do right now, I'm ready. I'm on go. I'm 10 toes down for what's right. And I ain't scared. I'm 51 years old. I already live. God is good to me. I'm ready, Jasmine. Hit me up. Email me, whatever you need to do. My email is in my YouTube bio. I'm ready. Y'all can't be afraid. You got to fight for what's right. Don't be scared. Life will pass you by and you scared. I'm ready.
Not even 24 hours after the United States Postal Service under Trump put in an order halting the acceptance of all packages from China and Hong Kong, they have now backed down. Yes, that was quick. The order immediately caused mass outrage amongst the public because, I mean, it would have destroyed a ton of small businesses. It would have completely decimated any kind of sales from TikTok shop and so much more. Well, the American public spoke out. Less than 24 hours later, Donald Trump had backed down. This just shows you folks, never back down to a bully, always stand up, and they will always cower. Your voice is still incredibly important, so we all have to continue to use it. All right, thanks so much for watching. My name's Brett here with Midas Touch. Remember to subscribe to the Midas Touch podcast on audio and follow us for all the updates. So not even 24
Never
hours.
back down to a bully. Stand up. Don't be afraid. My ancestors wasn't afraid. My father was not afraid. I'm not afraid. Either we're going to fight for what's right or we're going to be down for whatever going to happen to us. You just going to sit there and let it happen? This country belongs to all of us. Your voice needs to be heard. I showed y'all the number yesterday so you could call your Congress and fight for your country. That's your Social Security, my Social Security. I paid into. That's your income tax. You don't deserve to be paying high price for food. I don't deserve it either. Things are only going to get harder if we don't fight back. Don't sit back and let things happen. That's how a lot of things get taken from us. And then people just accept it. You don't have to accept what people give you. Fight for what's right. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they didn't sit back and let things happen. They fought for what was right, whether they were taken out or not. Fight for what's right. Fight for what is yours as we the people. This is our country. This is not Elon Musk's country. He is not your president. But they're trying to impeach your president, and I'm all for it. Impeach Trump all day long. Deport Elon Musk.
So this proposal by Donald Trump that the U.S. take over Gaza and level it, it has fired up Democrats, and now one has said they're ready to impeach him. Here's Representative Al Green of Texas. Listen.
I rise to announce that the movement to impeach the president has begun. I rise to announce that I will bring articles of impeachment against the president for dastardly deeds proposed and dastardly deeds done. I also rise to say that the impeachment movement is going to be a grass-up movement, not a top-down. The people have got to move forward. The people have to demand it. And when the people demand it, it will be done. I did it before. I laid the foundation for impeachment, and it was done. Nobody knows more about it than I. And I know that it's time for us to lay the foundation again. On some issues, it is better to stand alone than not stand at all. On this issue, I stand alone, but I stand for justice. I yield back the balance of my time.
Okay, so it started already, but I want you to remember this.
They have already started the process. God, let it go, girl. Save this country.
Now, Special Secretary, quote, Canada is bending the knee just like Mexico. Is that what's happening here?
This is hilarious to me because
Very
Trump
hilarious.
got rolled by
Hit the
both
like
of
button.
these countries, and no one, least of all Trump, seems to have realized it. Both the leaders of Mexico and Canada have agreed to do what they have already been doing. It's just that Trump didn't seem to know about it. Like, for example, the president of Mexico said that she would commit to having 10,000 troops at the U.S.-Mexico border. Guess what? There are already 15,000 people there, military troops from Mexico there, and have been there for years. Trump didn't seem to notice this. Same deal with Canada. Prime Minister Trudeau said, aha, we're going to spend $1.3 billion on investing in border security. Guess what? They announced that $1.3 billion last year. Oh, but they're also going to have a fentanyl czar, and they're going to have 24/7 eyes on the border. You know, this is about saving face, I guess. I don't know if nobody informed Trump that there are no actual concessions here, but that will, of course, not stop him from claiming victory.
And he's already,
as I've told y'all, Donald Trump does not read. All those things that they're talking about was already in place. So when he think he has made a deal with Canada, which is the number one to import to our country. Yes. Mexico is number 3. He got bamboozled, flim-flammed. And he supposed to be the biggest con ever. The biggest con man got flim-flammed by a woman. He can't stand when women in power. But Claudia Sheinbaum, President Claudia Sheinbaum, shut him down by making this buffoon think that he got something special and got over on her. No, Dunny boy, you have never gotten over on Claudia Sheinbaum, President Claudia Sheinbaum. She got you because it already had made that deal. But because you don't read and you don't know your politics, all you know is to be a con man who has 34 felonies. Dunny, those soldiers were already out there because it had already happened under President Joe Biden. Again, Canada got you too. Everybody's smarter than you. And you're supposed to be the smartest one in the room. And you got Elon on your side. Did Elon not tell you this already? So apparently Elon is not as smart as we think he is. That's why he got 5 men in the Treasury doing what he said he's going to do. Because he's not the smartest one in the room either. He's just like Dunny. Maybe, allegedly, good at conning.
Message to Donald Trump. Hey, Trump, you see all these folks behind me, all hardworking Mexican Americans? I know we all look alike to you, but these folks were born and raised here and working hard to make our economy grow. And the migrants that sometimes come alongside and work with these folks, whether it's this industry or the meatpacking or any other, they're here because they know how to work. You've never worked a day in your life, and you don't know what it takes to build this country. You can take your work site raids that you and Tom Holman want to do and go shove them up your ass. Because at the end of the day, our economy is driven by people like this and by migrants and by so many others that simply want to come out here and come into this country and do well for themselves and their families. This is a message to Donald Trump. Hey, Trump, you see all these folks behind me, all hard work.
Donnie has a plan of moving them out the way and putting us black people out there and in them fields. But Donnie failed to realize that us black people, a lot of us, we went to colleges and universities and got our education, so we don't have to work hard like that. So what Donnie needs to do is take those hillbillies as MAGA without the education and rotten teeth and put them in the fields. I don't care if their skin can't take that sun or not. Let them feel how it felt to be a slave. Let that whip up on their backs and that sun beam on their skin till it gets sunburned so bad you gotta go to the emergency room and stay in there for months. Let them feel the pain of my ancestors. Because we didn't go to school to study and learn to get mistreated all over again like you did our ancestors. My father was a Mason. His blood ran through me strong. I'm not afraid. I'm mean as fuck.
Why is it only the Latin Americans? You know what I mean? Why is it not the Australians? You know how many Australians I know that live here and actually take your jobs?
There are approximately 600,000 undocumented immigrants from Europe in the United States.
How come we're not seeing them being rounded up? Is it because they're white and not brown or black?
And why are we only targeting Latino immigrants? As Asian immigrants, Black immigrants, white immigrants, European, dare I say? You know?
I was an illegal immigrant in the United States of America, but because of the color of my skin and the color of my hair and who I am, I have never been questioned. I have never been questioned about whether I'm American. No one has ever said, do you speak English? Because they didn't assume that I couldn't because of being an immigrant. I am an immigrant in your country.
Why is it only the Latin Americans? You know what I mean? Why is it not the Australians? You know how many Australians I know that live here and actually take your jobs?
There are approximately 600,000 undocumented immigrants from Europe in the United States.
And the Russians, it is so many Russian people here that's not documented. But Donald Trump is not having ICE knocking at their doors. Not at all. He's only targeting, which he's been, but I'm not disagree with one of them, what they said. He has been targeting blacks. He did it last time when he was in office. Excuse me. Yes, he did. He's targeting black and brown people. Why not the South African Elon? Why not the Russians that's here illegally? Why not Melania Trump? She's an immigrant too. Haul her back to where she's from. She doesn't bring anything to this country at all. What is her talent? What is her education? She can't even speak English properly. She speaks broken English. She's been here too long to be speaking broken English. And y'all want to say something about people speaking Spanish. Why? Why do you have a problem with people speaking Spanish? They ain't bothering you. They're minding their business. And that's something I have to say. And I'm not trying to offend all Caucasians. But that's something I've learned about y'all. Y'all don't mind your business. You always got to know what somebody else is doing. Mind your business and sit pretty on your throne. There's nothing wrong with sitting pretty and quiet on your throne, not minding everybody's business. And I noticed when I would work on TV sets and the black people would be in our parts talking, not that we care that y'all join us, because we're not like that. Y'all always got to come on, extra. What y'all talking about? Mind your business. We're not talking about you. We're talking about our lives. Okay? Mind your business.
We'll take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
For the people of the area. He can't even say Palestinians. He has to vaguely say for the people of the area, implying that it won't be Palestinians living there. And I have a few key questions. Number one, how are you going to get 1.8 million people to leave their homeland? Number two, are you going to send U.S. troops to go boots on the ground in the Middle East to help move 1.8 million people out of their homeland? That sounds like the No New Wars president is about to start a new endless war in the Middle East. But also, is that not just the definition of ethnic cleansing? This says ethnic cleansing is the systematic forced removal of ethnic, racial, or religious groups from a given area with the intent of making the society ethnically homogenous. And read this headline and tell me if that's ethnic cleansing. Trump says Palestinians should leave Gaza permanently as he meets with Netanyahu.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
For the people of the area. He can't even say Palestinians. He has to vaguely say for the people of the area, implying that it won't be Palestinians living there. And I have a few key questions. Number one,
How are you going to get 1.8 million people to leave their homeland? Number two, are you going to send U.S.
Donald Trump, mind your business. Worry about your son Byron. Whatever his name, however you say his name, worry about him. And you got a problem with the gays. Worry about your son Byron. How about that? Keep up with what he's doing that you don't want out. Worry about that. Where's his girlfriend? Does a girlfriend exist? Worry about that. Why would you worry about Gaza? Because you want to go take something that's not yours. That come from your ancestor. Just take and take and take. How about giving for a change? Give to the needy. If anything, try to help the people in Gaza. But you want to go take something from them that's not yours. Worry about your wife don't love you. How about trying to make sure she fall back in love with you? Do something nice. But she don't want you. I wouldn't want a man that stood up at his rallies and was going down on a mic neither. I wouldn't want him because all he did was convert back to when he was young, hanging around that white attorney that used to go with him to get his suits tailored. Worry about that. Most people that have a problem with the gays is something hidden within them that they're not willing to deal with. Let everybody know what they do. But they're going to parade everything everybody else does.
So I'm sure you know what everybody's freaking out about. Donald Trump says he wants to level Gaza, get rid of all the buildings. And then he says the same people who are occupying it should no longer be occupying it. He's going to turn it into the Riviera of the Middle East and economic development. Now, how do the 1.8 million people who live there feel about it? How do you feel about that? So I'm sure you know what everybody's freaking out about.
I'm going to tell you something I found so beautiful yesterday. A black queen went over to Palestine yesterday. Not yesterday. She's over there now. I just saw her yesterday. She's over there taking over. And that lady's about crazy as a cuckoo box, but I love her because black women ain't afraid of nothing. She's over there telling them Palestine people what to do, and they giving her their money. She black. She done went over there running stuff over there, and they love her. From New York City, a black woman. She a little kooky, but she's standing her ground. So, Donald Trump, you're going to have to speak up to her because they over there listening to her. I can't remember her name right now because I just saw the video yesterday, and they talking about it on Instagram as well. Them Palestine people are listening to that black woman. And she telling y'all have to give her money. She's getting it. She's over there organizing it over there. So you're going to have to go through her too. I hope y'all saw that video about that black lady over there in Palestine right now, helping them get things in order. And Donald Trump want to go over there and just mow it out and build up whatever he wants to build up, make his family richer. That's not enhancing America. What about bringing jobs to America? You're too busy, like I said. Y'all too busy worried about everybody else's business. Y'all been this way all your life, all the way down to your ancestors. Too busy worried about everybody else's business when America got problems here and Donald Trump is building up more problems and drama in America. And he over there worried about Gaza. Leave God's people alone. Y'all have caused enough damage. And you causing a ruckus over here in America. Mind your business, Donnie. Mind your own business, Elon. Get back to South Africa. And what the South African president is doing, he's trying to get y'all out of there. He tired of the pale faces in South Africa. He wants you out of there. Mexico wants y'all out of their land. And y'all want to run them out? Well, they sending y'all back too. Be kind, and then everybody can get along. Y'all not the only ones can flip the script. Y'all have made it hard where us Americans may not even be able to go back to Mexico, and the ones that move there got to come out of there because of you. Well, South Africa wants y'all out of their country. Get out. It's not yours, and it never was, nor is this land that we're living on. And they too busy wanting to get rid of the Native Americans. This is their land. And some blacks was here already too. So was Mexicans. Sometimes we just need to mind our business and love on each other. Mind the business that pays you, not the business you're just going to steal. Gaza don't belong to us. It does not belong to America. America have their own problems. Look at us. We are a wreck right now. We are like a third world country, and we call everybody else a third world country. People scared they may not even get their Social Security, their food stamps. Y'all may not even get your income tax. God knows I wish I could get some. Yes, I wish I can get food stamps. Yes, I do. Yes, I wish I could get anything free, and I don't. I ain't gonna front. Yes, I do. I would love to. But that income tax belongs to y'all, and you may not get it. So you need to be calling your Congress, please. Your Social Security for your grandmother, your aunt, is theirs. They paid into it. The veterans, they have worked and fought for this country. Don't mess with their money. Have a heart, Donald Trump. Have a heart, Elon Musty. But from what I heard, Elon been this devil all his life. Y'all, I'm going to get off here because I'm getting mad about what is happening in this country. A country that's a mess. We want to mess with another country and try to tell them what to do in their country. We are a mess here in America. We need to fix our own country before we go messing with Gaza. Leave Gaza alone. Leave those people alone. They're not bothering you. Leave them alone before God step in. I hope he step in soon because I was tired. I was real tired now. I love y'all. Have an amazing day. Pray for Gaza. Pray for this country. Pray for America. We need all the prayer we can get. Hit that like button before you leave out. This country is in trouble. And I don't care what stupid stuff you put in my chat. And if you can't see it, you are blind melly jelly. You are worse than your ancestors. I am my ancestors. I am powerful because of my ancestors. But I will not let you put your hands on me like my ancestors. I will put you where you really want to go. You F with me. FAFO. Remember the white folding chairs? There's something powerful than the white folding chairs. So I prefer we spread love instead of hate. But from your ancestry, all you know is hate. And it's sad. All you know is hate and to take and take and take. Give love for a change. Can you do that? But no, you wasn't taught that. So you hate and take. So you think you can go take Gaza? You thought you can take Canada? You thought you can take Mexico? You know you can't F with China. We ain't even on their level. They more intelligent. Their technology is ahead of ours. It don't matter if you got Elon Musk or not. His brain can't even compare with the brain of a Chinese person. We have brilliant people here, but y'all suppress them and tell them they DEI. Their oppressors like to oppress. Stand 10 toes down. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Bye.